Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Hooked by Kemi. For this tutorial, I'll be showing you all how I make this fishnet/mesh crochet top. Before we get started, I want you all to please take a look in the description box where I explain exactly how to measure the size before we start with our starting chain. So go ahead, pause this, and check in the description box. The yarn that I'm using is Yarn Bee's Soft Secret, which is a medium 4 yarn. This is from Hobby Lobby. An alternative to this is Karen's Simply Soft yarn, which is very similar to this yarn. You can go ahead and use any yarn that is similar in size, as you'll get similar results. The hook size that I'm using is a 5.5 millimeter hook. And to get started, we're just going to create our slip knot. As explained in the description box, for each top size, you'll be using the bust measurement for the size above it. So for a small top, you'd be using the medium bust size. For a medium top, you'd be using a large bust size. For the large top, you'd be using an extra large bust size. For a 1X, you'd be using a 2X bust size, etc., etc., etc. In this tutorial, I'll be making a size small using the medium bust size, which ranges from 35 to 37 inches, or whatever you follow on your size chart. We are working in 2 panels, so you want to split that bust size in half. So half of it would be 18.5 inches for me. So what I'm doing now is I'm chaining up 69, which measures 18.5 stretched. Go ahead now and create your starting chain. Grab a measuring tape and measure the starting chain, making sure that it is half of the bust size. So one last thing, make sure that your starting chain is divisible by 3. So make sure that once you divide it, you're able to divide it evenly by 3. So I had first a chain of 65 and now I'm adding on 3 more. Now I have a chain of 69. Into the 9th chain from the hook, you want to do a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 3, skip 2 chain spaces, and double crochet into the 3rd space. Then we're going to repeat that across the whole row. Chain 3, skip 2, double crochet in the 3rd. Once I reached the end of this row, I did not realize that I skipped the last 2 stitches, but go ahead and make sure that you do it all the way till the end. And once you reach the end, you're going to chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to turn your work and double crochet right on top of that previous double crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet on top of the next double crochet, and that pattern is going to repeat for the complete row. So chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So your work should be looking like this. And you're going to continue on doing this for the remainder of this row. And off camera, I'm going to complete a total of 7 rows of this same pattern. So this is a size small that I'm completing 7 rows. So for a size medium, you can go up 1 row. So you can complete 8 rows. So for a size large, you can go up another row and complete 9 rows. So now what I would suggest is for you to pause this video right here and continue on till you reach 7 rows if you're doing a small, 8 if you're doing a medium, 9 if you're doing a large, 10 if you're doing a extra large, 11 if you're doing a 1X, etc. Okay, so now once you've had your 7 rows done, we're now going to start decreasing so that it forms the edge like this. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So at the top of the last mesh box that you did, we're going to chain 4. And this is to start the decrease. So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work, and then right into this double crochet, we're going to do our double crochet the same way we did in the previous rows. So you're going to wrap your yarn around the hook and double crochet. Then we're going to continue on, and then I'm going to show you how I decrease on the other end. So you're going to chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, so I have a few left. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to continue. Double crochet. I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3, and double crochet. Okay. So with the last 2 left, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and do a double crochet decrease from here to here into the 3rd chain right here. So we're going to wrap the yarn around the hook and start our double crochet. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through 2 loops, wrap the yarn around the hook, and then insert it into the 3rd chain from the top here. Wrap it through 2 and then pull through the remaining 3 loops. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. So now we have our decreases on both ends. I'm going to continue 4 more rows of decrease. So now we're going to do this again. Chain 4, and we're going to double crochet right on top of the following double crochet. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, So I'm reaching the end, and I still have a few left again. Chain 3. Okay. Chain 3. Okay. And now, being that this row was decreased, we're not double crocheting on top of this. We're gonna leave this one alone, and we're gonna double crochet on top of this double crochet, and that's where the row is gonna end. So I'm gonna do my double crochet decrease, starting here and finishing here. Chain 4 and turn. So now it should look like this on the edges, and it ends up looking neater towards the end when we stitch them together. So I'm going to do this again. Do another row of decrease, double crochet right on top, chain 3, double crochet right on top again, chain 3, double crochet, and again I'm going to meet you at the end, just so we're following each other. So when I skip ahead, all you have to do is pause the video, finish your rows, and then come back. Crochet decrease again, and then right on top of the last double crochet, pull through, chain 4 and turn. So far you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows, no decrease, and then 1, 2, 3 rows of decrease. And now we're going to do the fourth one. One, 2, 3. So I'm going to do the last decrease on this row. Chain 4 and turn. Okay, so I'm completing the 5th row of decrease. So we have the chain 4, and I'm double crocheting on top of the next double crochet. Skipping it. So yeah, I'm at the end of the 5th row of decrease. I'm gonna do my last decrease like this. Okay. All right, so your work should look like this. Don't be frightened. It ends up coming all together at the end. So now I'm going to now show you how I add on this part, which goes over the shoulder, and it's simple as well, very simple. So now, without cutting off your yarn, we're gonna now do we're gonna start off with no decrease and chain 6 like we did for the first 7 rows that we started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna turn your work, and we're gonna double crochet into this one right here. Gonna chain 3 and do another double crochet, chain 3 again, do a decrease here. So we have these 2 right here, so we're gonna chain 3 and then insert it here and start our decrease into the next following double crochet. So it should look like this. So you have 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3, and then the decrease right here. So then you're gonna chain up 6 again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're gonna continue doing this chain 6, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet into the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna do this for another 5 more rows, no decreases. So chain 6, turn, double crochet on top of the following double crochet, chain 3, double crochet on top, chain 3, double crochet into the 3rd chain. It should be looking like this. Chain 6, turn, and repeat. Double crochet into the top, chain 3, double crochet into the top, chain 3, double crochet into the 3rd, so I'm gonna do the remaining rows off camera. So you should have a total, starting from the decreased row, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the remaining 3 off camera. I'm gonna do the remaining 3 rows off camera, and then I'll show you how I attach the yarn on the other side and continue on. So go ahead, pause this, and do your remaining 3 rows. Okay, so I've completed the 7 for the strap part. Keep in mind that I'm doing a size small. What I would suggest for a more accurate measurement is for you to measure the top of your shoulder to where you want the strap to start from, and then completing the amount of rows that matches up to that length. So what I would suggest, if you don't want to measure, is to just increase by each size. So a medium, add on a row, and total 8 rows. A large, 9, extra large, 10. Let me know if that works. If it doesn't work, then definitely go by the measurement. Realized here that I messed up and I didn't do the last mesh stitch, but I know how to take that out and fix it, which is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna show you. This is my mistake. Hopefully nobody makes the same mistake, but if you do, or if you ever have a pattern that's not even, once you reach the last few stitches, you can just undo this, undo it, and then knot it again. And I got this from, I forgot who it was. I think it was a Portuguese tutorial that I seen it. So yeah, once you get here, you just knot it. This is a hack. Sorry, there's already a knot. So yeah, so I would just knot it like that to fix it instead of starting over. That's not necessary. Now that my chain count is a bit uneven here, I'm gonna show you how you would start on here, but it's the same concept that you did on the other side. Go ahead and reattach your yarn, but when you reattach it, it's gonna be from the outside so that you can decrease on the inside, and hopefully it works out. So go ahead and start off with your slip knot. Now at the top of this double crochet, you're going to insert your hook, put your yarn on it, pull through, make it a little tighter, chain 1, and then I'm gonna chain up. Well, I'm gonna do that chain 1 really tight, then I'm gonna chain up 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just like we did on the other side, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, decrease. So wrap it around, insert the hook, pull through, wrap through 2, wrap it around again and into the next double crochet, pull through, wrap it around, pull through 2 loops, wrap it around, pull through 3 loops, chain 6, turn, and continue this just like we did on this side. Continue this for 6 more rows. So right on top of the next double crochet, chain 3, and then into the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3. Pull through 2, chain 6, turn, and continue. So continue on the shoulder strap part and then do your second panel for the back. And then once you're done, I'll meet you back to show you how I connect the 2 panels. Okay, so with the missing chain spaces, mine doesn't look too bad. Kind of looks like a razorback. So now you have your 2 panels. Here's one, and then here's the second one. So now we're going to single crochet the 2 panels together. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go grab a smaller hook so that it'll be easier to go through the chains. You can single crochet on top. I'm gonna see. So I'm using my 3mm hook. So we want to single crochet. We want to start single crocheting on the wrong side. So I have the first panel that I'm gonna start the single crochet with. So you should line them up like this and insert your hook. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna chain 1 and insert my hook right there. And then insert my hook right here. And I'm just going to single crochet them together. Show you how I fasten on, how I weave my ends in. So I just insert my hook underneath the single crochet and then I pull the tail through. So I'm going to do that a little bit more. Insert my hook underneath the single crochet. rows together and do it on both sides. And that completes the top. If you came this far, clap for yourself. This is how your top should look. And stay tuned because I have 2 tutorials coming again in this mesh pattern. I'm going to be creating shorts as well as these pants. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your push notifications on.